Okay, we got some videos I got to go over and go through. One of them, West Coast Cat 2020 and Rick from a Dripping Sponge both has been uploading some videos so that we can go through them as part of this explanation process. And West Coast Cat, he had messaged us the first day that he was trying to do it for a car cam, windshield cam. So what I did was I did a little bit of a demonstration to show people um, how to do it so there wouldn't be any issues, starting with the fact that what you want to do is you want to, first of all, before you even hook up any cameras, make sure that if you're going to go doing videos of the clouds, it's digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the cloud level, you want to make sure that the clouds are there. Otherwise, what will happen is other people won't be able to see the clouds, because if they're not there, then they're not going to see them. So any white, powdery, dusty blue sky that's being caused by chemtrails, again, doesn't really do anybody else any good. It'll do me some good. I'll be able to see it. So anyways, we're going to go taking a look around and see what West Coast Cat 2020 got first, and then we'll go over to Rick. I wanted to get the Rick stuff tonight because I know for sure Rick on his playlist has some really, really good videos. And when I came on West Coast Cat 2020's videos, then like he had, was it this one? Yeah, it was this one here. So this will be good to go in and talk about and stuff, and I'll do this in the next couple of days. Because this video that he has here, I'll commercialized, hold on. Okay, so the commercial's over at least anyway. Alright, so this video that he has right here, Unreal Twin Tornadoes and Bead Lightning Strike. Okay, so I want to get into talking about these what they're calling bead lightning strikes, because that's not even lightning what you're seeing there. That's I'm trying to come up with a terminology for it that people will understand. I've done many videos on this over the last year, and there's a light that travels and follows out the imagery. I have not even looked in here for the imagery yet. I have not even bothered looking in there for the imagery yet, but it looks like it is following down this side of it. And what I'm going to be able to show you guys, I'll not only use the video he has here, but I know where there's several others, and I'll go in and I'll try to pick out the imagery for you later and stuff. But this is not actually lightning. We always, everything we were ever told has been a lie, and this is just another one. So this is more along the lines of what Brian Austin Lambert and other lying fucking scum will tell you is plasma, and they'll call it plasma. It's even easier to understand even than that. It's a light. It's all it is. It's a light, and the clouds can separate and pull the light from behind the fucking clouds. And no matter how thick it is, it'll separate and it'll follow down. Now I do notice that they do follow the imagery as well, but it's not cutting out the imagery, because all it's doing is tracing out this side, but no lightning is coming down all over the place, cutting out all the imagery that's in this area. If there is anything like that happening, it would be above the clouds. But what I noticed about these, and I did have a name for them, I was calling them something else under the New Earth for Sylvian Brothers Sanchez series, is when I started noticing this. And we can go in on this and I can get the imagery out of these, whereas in lightning I cannot. The most I can get out of lightning is I can pick out the triangulars. This one, if you notice, there are no jiggity jags. If I bring you up close to this, you'll see that there's no jig jags. At best, you see very roundish ones. Like I see one right here, another one right here, another one right here, but they're not like the same as in lightning strike. A lightning strike has lots of jig jags all the way down, and when you go in deep on them with the telescopic lens, you'll find the triangulars. Now these are almost like chemtrails, because you can go in on these and you can collect the nanocarbon from them and pick out the imagery. You'll see little faces all the way down this fucking line. So I will bring you back and go in on this another day. Today I think it's more important to get through the dash cam thing right now, and And these guys are working hard to put up these videos. Now, when West Coast first came to me a couple weeks ago, he was telling me that he sees this imagery very clearly all his life, and it's not something really new for him. He's been able to identify and pick out this imagery a while. So I knew he was going to be really good at collecting this EMNC, and he was going to be right on top of all this. So that was another good thing, is somebody already with experience and some not being afraid to show us. I'm not going to use the rest of these videos that he has in here, because they're all my videos on my channel, it seems like. And the idea of this was supposed to be to go and collect the from other areas, to prove a point that we could do this anywhere. You could go on any channel, any weather channel, and I will do so. I will probably end up taking 5 parts of the series myself, of the Tripping Sponge series, and go ahead and show you guys a little bit more about how I do that, because Rick, myself, and West Coast Cat all did these this way, where we made a little playlist of things that we wanted to collect the EMNC from. What was I calling this? It's just light. That's all it is. There's no thunder that goes with it. There's no electricity that even goes with it, other than the standard regular electromagnetic nanocarbon that is always coming through. I have lots of examples of this that are in clouds that don't even have storms going on. And when I shut the sound off, I can play thunder and lightning sounds in the background for you guys. I know how everybody likes to be lied to. So I can play thunder and lightning, sounds, effects, so that when you're watching these videos back, you'll believe that this could possibly be lightning. I know it's not lightning. It's something else that happens. But it is interesting to know about, and it's interesting to learn about these, because you can even get these on sunny days, cloudy days, all different kinds of days that don't have any lightning going on in the sky or anything. And they break up just like lightning too. Unlike this one here, this particular one, it's not even breaking up like lightning typically does. That's why I said it might be above the clouds, if it is doing that. Because even then, I could trace it out, and I can find the imagery and trace it out. So let's see, where were we? So we're gonna go back to here. So yeah, I probably won't. I don't want to use any of my own videos. The whole point of the playlist were to use other people's videos. So what I'll probably end up doing is I'll probably come into some of his other videos, like he's got like music videos on his playlist and stuff like that. He's also got some really interesting people on his channel. Like I could probably go into Brian Austin Lambert's channel, and we can pick apart Brian Austin Lambert's bullshit stories and have some fun doing that kind of stuff. That's probably the better way to go. Or we can go to Richie from Boston, who does the chemtrails a lot and shit like that, and we can, pick his shit apart and, pat him on the back and thank him for lying to us like a fucking scum that he is too. So we can do a lot of that, and I can have some enjoyment out of this. But we'll do that another day. For today, I really just want to kind of get back to this. So let's say videos. So West Coast Cat 2020. WCC RV 121919 is the name of this video. He did warn me in a message that it was a cloudy day and the weather was really shitty and stuff like that. So, I don't know what to expect yet myself. So I just looked at it briefly, and we'll go in and look at it. Let me set up the video and I'll be right back. Okay, I think there's a few of them on here, so let's give this a go. And go.
Forgot your name, don't remember where we met. But what I do recall is the shit you put me through, but not you. Maybe I need some therapy to bring back the sweet memory. Baby, I'm blind. Is it all my fault? Expecting things to change when they've only been one way. Why do I play your game? Started with little flame. It's red like a wildfire, but you always put it out before we see what it's about. Don't tell me I already know. Your heart's not beating at the same speed as mine. Guess I just have to let you go before I make the same mistakes. You only want me when you're drunk. You only need me when you need something. And I bite my tongue, 'cause it only leads to a dead end. I go numb when I see you with someone else. It's not love, it only leads to a dead end. When I hear your name, all I feel is pain. This ain't even fun no more. Cut you off and close the door. No, it's not your fault for not feeling like I do, but you shouldn't call. I don't need that at all. Is it all my fault? Expecting things to change when they've only been one way. Why do I play your game? Started with little flame. It's red like a wildfire, but you always put it out before we see what it's about. Don't tell me I already know. Your heart's not beating at the same speed as mine. Guess I just have to let you go before I make the same mistakes. You only want me when you're drunk. You only need me when you need something. And I bite my tongue.
Oh shit, I hit the wrong video. Oh, I hit the wrong video, so hold on a minute. Let me pull up the other one. Hold on. Okay, so I hit the wrong window. I hit the wrong window by accident. So this one's actually the video from West Coast Cat. Now, West Coast Cat looks like he's got more. He's got more of a visual on this even than I do. The skies, I can make out imagery that's in here, but anybody else coming to the channel is going to have a hard time with this. So I would recommend, as I always do, that when you're going to shoot for clouds, make sure that there are clouds in the sky before you even hook it up to the dash cam. Because what you do is you take your neck and you like twist your neck up, and then your eyes will be aiming right into the sky, and then you open your eyes. And then if you see the clouds, then yes, put a dash cam on or go ahead and try to, grab the imagery from the clouds. Digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the cloud level only works if the clouds are there. So although I can look in here and I can pick all this apart, nobody else is going to get it. So it's a waste of time for me. And there's so many issues with because it's being shot through a windshield, that a lot of this imagery I would have to debate with people on whether or not it was real or not. But that's okay. He's a little more advanced than even I am. And when he came to me, he said he was seeing this all his life, and pretty much, and I've only been seeing it for a year. So I'm just going to go ahead and play it through, and we'll take his word on it that what you're seeing here is digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the clouds. And if you don't see the clouds, then I don't know what to tell you. He does. So let's hit play, and let's see what he gets. It's only a 20-minute video. We'll just run it through and see what we get out of it. Yeah, most of the imagery that I'd be able to pick out of there is all in the windshield. It looks like he's got it going out the side of his windshield, like aiming out the side window or out the side of the windshield. Because watch when things are going past, look. Watch when even lights are passing and stuff. So, again, I don't have as much experience at all this stuff as far as the visual as some other people that are coming in. So, what can I say? I'm not able to keep up with some of this stuff. But if he is, okay, well, good for him. I don't know how he's going to show it to others, because I need clouds actually when I'm doing clouds. Just like if I'm, collecting EMNC from the trees and the mountains and stuff like that. I don't want the mountains to be 30, 40 miles away. I always need them, a couple thousand feet away is much better. But anyway, let's continue through. Let's see what he gets. Again, we'll all learn something from this. Oh shit! Some birds. Alright, so video is already at 20 minutes anyway, so let's look through here and see what he gets. Okay, blue sky with some birds, blue sky and some trees, some blue sky with some little white fuzz to it, blue sky, blue sky, blue sky with a light. You know who would love this? You know who would love this is fucking what's his face there, Crow. Cause look, when these lights are going by, they look like orbs. They look like orbs, fucking UFOs. Is that what you got here, dude? You got fucking UFO orbs? You know who would love this shit, man? Is fucking Crow. If you go show this to Crow, I'm not really interested because I'm looking for clouds. At this point, anyways. We can go in on trees, stones, rocks, ice, all this other stuff, lightning. But these light posts, if you flash them around like this and you go like this real fast in a dark room, you can make those look like orbs as well. So even at nighttime when you're going by, you won't see the pole and all that shit, you know? Man, Crow loves that shit. And then you put blue screen behind it, and you do a little bit of computer jizz on it, and fucking banging, man. You know who eats this shit up? The flat earthers. Flat earthers love this shit, man. So do the space nuts, actually, too. You know, you tell them that space alien craft that's coming through the sky. I'm not into it really myself. I just rather just stick to things that are in reality. And this light post is the reality for me. That's a light post with a light on it. But a lot of other people like to be lied to. And if you tell them that that's orbs, you don't even have to tell them yourself. You can just give this video footage to Crow, telling him that it's passed off from Brian Austin Lambert or something bullshit story, you don't care. And then he'll use it and say UFOs caught in the sky. Jamie Lee does it too, all those guys do that. It's the best thing I could think of for this because, see, the other thing is you got the camera out the side window. Or at least aiming out the side of the windshield or on the side window, so then therefore everything's going by you really fast. That's not good for what I'm doing because I'm trying to show people the imagery that's in the clouds and stuff. But those guys, man, they love flashy lights and fucking, ridiculous shit. They love that stuff. So, this ain't going to do me any good, but it'll be good for those guys. So that's pretty much all you got in here, West Coast, all the way through is just the blue sky. So I'm gonna say that's probably the best thing to do with this video is give it to those guys, kind of with that other, like that lightning video that you had there. Let's see, where is it? It's the tornado, same thing. The people that like that kind of stuff is kind of like the people that you were watching before you found this channel. What's his name there? He loves this stuff, man. Brian Austin Lambert. Brian Austin Lambert can put this in and say that it's, plasma and it's the end of the world. He'll say it's the end of the flat earth is here and here's the plasma to prove it. And he gives you this big fucking plasma story and everything. You must have watched his videos. You must have seen Brian Austin Lambert's videos, right? Because see what you got here is you got shit all the way up to here because you can't see anything because everything's shadowed out. If you have all shadows or all light, either way, you're not getting the imagery because you're going to be blinded by the imagery and a reflection, just like I show you guys in the moon. And in this case, you have no light going at these cloud areas. And we also don't know what the heavy metal makeup of is in this tornado. But I can tell you what, you can go to any tornado online and you can find the imagery. I will do so for you. And I'll show you. I'll bring you through like 10 or 15 of them just real quick in one 20-minute video. And I'll show you that you have to look really hard in order to find a tornado that don't carry the imagery. But you found one. You got one right here because it's not carrying the imagery. Very little. Right here, you start getting into a little bit right here. When you got a spot like this, you can go into it a little bit like this, and you can start pulling out the imagery. And there's something that even falls out of my category, I believe. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, you can pull the imagery out of it. But this video is, it's a 2-minute long. Okay, so 2 minutes. It seemed longer than that. So 2-minute long video of this tornado. But I assure you, you can get much, much better than this by, we can find them where the light is on them. And you'll get it all like this. See, like this small area that I'm able to pull in a few images here and there. See, in this area here. Because why? Why do you think that would be? Lights and shadows. That's right, class. So lights and shadows is what it takes to show you the imagery. And if the heavy metals are not there needed and required to make crisp, clear imagery for you, they will give you outline imagery like this, where it looks like someone with a pencil actually drew it in, and you can see it line for line. So I guess it could be used for that, on that sense. But again, I wouldn't, instead of wasting the videos, Again, Crow, Brian Austin Lambert, Jamie Lee from A Plain Truth, they all love that kind of shit, man. Because they'll just add their own orbs in here anyways. They'll just put a blue screen over it or behind it and shit like that. And then, these guys all know each other pretty well. They all hang out together. So, like, if you come over here where this lightning jolts out, right? Then you can actually get a few of them together. Because see, this right here is not lightning. This is not lightning at all. As a matter of fact, I bet you if we go check the fucking damage over there, I bet you it didn't even burn the ground. Because what happens is there's these things that come down like this. What they're doing is following the light. Unless I heard the thunder, and I'd want to see more evidence that this was lightning myself, because I've got fucking hundreds of these videos all through the Sylvian Brothers Sanchez series and throughout the Brian Austin Lambert series, for that matter. Beyond the Imaginary Curve, Brian Austin Lambert, I start showing people this effect that happens, and it's a light that comes down, and I got it on sunny days, bright days, you name it. It does not have to be cloudy, rainy days. They're not coming out of storm clouds. And if I put thunder, lightning effects on the side, that's what I'm saying. These guys would love shit like this, because they can take this, they can pull a couple images out of it, because I can get some imagery out of this. I can get a couple at least anyways. And what they'll do is they'll take the imagery and add that and say that it's space aliens. As a matter of fact, Jamie Lee will take those triangulars, anywhere you find the triangulars, which that's another thing. There's not a lot of evidence of them except for in light. Not enough for new people to be coming to my channel, and they won't get it. I need to see more of the triangulars as well. But you can see a few. You can see some. So those guys love this shit, though, man. Jamie Lee from A Plain Truth, he's to be all over this. Those guys would probably be even willing to pay you to do shit like this. You know what I mean? So, don't be discouraged just because I'm not into it. Those guys will be into it. Let's see what else you got while we're here. No, hold on, man. Let me see what else he's got. Okay, so again, we got a lightning storm, but there's a lot of wires in it. So this one here is worst UK thunder, lightning, rain, power cut. Okay, so this is great, and we can pull the imagery out of it as we go along. But whoever did this video got a lot of these wires going through, and it throws things off. So as I'm able to bring you in the imagery, I know because I just looked for a couple minutes before I started the video going. The clouds in there, yes, we can pull the imagery out of it when the lightning lights up. But I want to point something even more important than that out, since we're in here, is the flicker rate. The fucking lightning has a flicker rate. The whole entire fucking system, when this lightning is going on, has a flicker rate. That's what you're looking at right here, this line coming across. Because what you do, people, is you go to where the lightning is happening. Now, this is useless, again, for me, for anything other than what I'm about to do, because I'll tell you why. There's no lightning in the video. So it's the worst UK thunder, lightning, rain, power cut ever known in mankind. But yet, for some reason, there's no lightning in any of this video. I know, because I just went and looked through it. It's 6 minutes and 39 seconds. Now, I have lots of videos of lightning on my channel. And all you got to do is you play it through, and every time you see lightning, you write down the number. Then you start it back at the beginning, and as it's coming through, you keep pausing and playing as the lightning is coming through, and the lightning will show you that the whole system will show itself all the fucking way through. But my thing is that some of them you'll get in mind, you won't have the lightning bolt coming through the actual camera. It won't be coming through the camera, and it lights up the sky. Yes, we can learn some things from that. But again, new people coming to my channel, they're going to be confused by this. They're looking on my channel, they're going to be looking for reality and seeing things for themselves. So that's why I put the lightning videos on my channel. They don't get any views. I think several of those lightning videos only have like 0 to 3 views usually. But anyways, you watch the lightning come down, and you can get these lightning videos all over the internet. They're all over the fucking place. I just don't like to use other people's lightning videos. But in this case, I was going to, be willing to do it. But But anyways, you watch the lightning traces out the imagery. And the other cool thing about watching the lightning, if you're videoing it yourself, doing a video yourself, is the lightning keeps coming all the way down to the ground, and there are no clouds that go all the way down to the ground, but yet the imagery will still be within that lightning. So it's pretty cool because the lightning lights up, and then boom, you're able to see all the imagery all the way down to the ground. It's pretty fucking cool. But in this case, I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to play and pause. Play and pause. See if it lights up again. Okay. Hold on. There's another one coming. Go back for this one. Oh, okay. See the flicker rate? See the flicker rate? Now that's not anybody playing fucking camera games. It will get this every fucking time. I will say one thing though. The darkness of that flicker rate is very unusual. I do see something wrong with that. I just don't know what it is yet. Because usually the flicker rate, you're able to see it a lot better than that. It looks just like the same as a flicker rate in a television or a computer monitor or anything else, and it happens over the entire sky. So I'll tell you what's false about this one, this particular flicker rate that we're watching right here. It's too crisp and clear right here, and it's too dark black. When the flicker rate happens, it's happening in lines. You'll see all the lines. So I'm going to be looking for that as we go through. I'm also going to point out that I don't see the wires down here. So why did I see the wires up top, but I don't see the wires coming through anywhere? So we've seen the wires going up top. Okay, let me get to another lightning strike because I didn't clock when they came. Hold on a minute. Okay, so there's something very off about this video. All right, so you got all these wires. It looks like lines coming through. If this was my video, I'd be thinking that this was let me pull some light in for you. I would be thinking that I got my power lines in there by accident. I also see all the digital imagery down in the bottom below down here, and I don't see the EMNC. And this bottom flicker rate, I remember I was just talking about the flicker rate, and in the bottom. So yeah, I guess it's kind of good that you posted this because I'm able to pick out a lot of shit. So watch. Okay. All right. So down at the bottom, I'm able to get in on this imagery down here because even though you can see the houses back there, all in here, if you come to this video that West Coast has on here, people, you'll notice this. Now up here, on the top up here, I can still see, and I can see the imagery, and I also can pick out the triangulars. So there is some real cloud shit going on in here. Down here, it's all fucking square pixels. Watch. See it? See the square pixels everywhere? See how square it is? I'm talking about these right here. See these square pixels right here? These big openings. Looks like that Minecraft game that you guys all like playing and shit. Again, man, this is shit that Crow and those guys, they love this shit, man. So, you know, this is, you should probably bring this to them more than bringing it over here. You'll probably get a lot further with all this stuff. And then the other one is these wires. In here, probably couldn't see on the last frame. I'm already at 35 minutes, so I got to end this video. But there's these wires coming through. But what I notice is I keep playing frame for frame. They disappear. I'll try to get them more clear for you. Hold on. Yeah, this seems to be like the first computer-generated lightning storm that I've ever seen, really. I'll look further for some more that are like this. But I've never seen, even because usually people don't know what it is they're posting. Like, they don't know that I'm looking for EMNC, of course, right? But when you look in here, you're going to see all these square pixels everywhere. Don't see any triangulars at all, anywhere in here. You can just take your camera phone. I turn the brightness back up on my screen so I can look around, and there are no triangulars, no triangular pixels. Even these, what you think are you seeing triangles here? I mean, you're seeing triangular shapes, yes, but when you go in on deep on them, you're gonna see that they're just squares. Look, the way they stay with the camera and stuff. They're not the EMNC that I'm looking for. So this is like a lot of so whoever did this lightning video, I don't know who did it. You know, maybe it was one of Brian Austin Lambert's friends or somebody. You know, he likes this kind of shit too with the plasma, he calls it, and everything. It's gonna all take everybody out. That's why you got to pay him $10,000 and everything, so that he can tell you what rock to run to. So maybe he would like this stuff. Let me see. Yeah, see all this in here? If you go to this video, people, it's called Worst UK Thunder Lightning Rain Power Cut. You can find it on West Coast Cat 2020's channel if you want. Go look in here. Let your eyes do the work for you, and look around in this lightning video. Keep playing and pausing like I'm doing, and find all the fuckery. It's very fuckery. I don't even have to question it. It's very obvious to me. So, but it's a good example to show people. So thank you, West Coast. I want to get to these wires before I end this video. I want to get to these wires that are coming down, or figure out what it is. I don't know what the fuck it is. I thought it was wires, but it looks different. There it is. See at that time when it flashed? We'll get it here. Okay, let me pause it again for a minute. Okay, let me see if I can take you right into it, right from the beginning. Alright, so I'm going to bring my screen down a little bit so you can see the square pixelery fuckery shit. It's all square pixels. It's really weird to me. Because I'm used to seeing the square pixels, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm looking at all this shit through digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon, so I see the square pixels when I'm collecting even the EMNC myself. The problem here is I don't see any of the real system. I see only square pixels. That's it. I only see square pixels in here. When there are no triangulars, there's something wrong with this picture. So let me see if I can catch this real quick. Bitch. Passes so fast. Okay. So then we got this going on. Now there is imagery in there. I can see the imagery. But again, the problem for me is that it's all square pixels. I don't want to. I want to be able to see, the EMNC working and stuff, not just all square digital effect shit. So this could be totally computer generated. This whole fucking thing. Not saying there wasn't a real thunder and lightning storm that happened in the UK. I'm sure there was, and a lot of people probably caught the videos on that day. I definitely want to get you in. Okay, so notice right now to the left over here, no wires. There's no wires there. So you can see through this mist and shit, and there's no wires. I see the imagery. You see the face is clear as day. But people, this is just computer shit. This is computer shit. It's all square pixel garbage. Even the square pixels are not good at making the imagery. Not as good as the real system is anyway. And you can pick them out. Just go look for yourselves. And you'll see all the imagery, don't get me wrong. And then also notice the flicker rate. That's not the normal flicker rate of the lightning. So whatever this is that is going on, or however they did this video, I'm not quite sure. I don't even think I want to waste my time figuring it out. But there are plenty of people out there who do, so, it's going to be no problem finding somebody. Hold on a minute. Let me try to get back to those wires. Okay, so there they are. So I was calling them wires before. They're not at all. So there's something else going on here. Okay, so you got all these lines coming in. They're not wires. When I saw them halfway up because of the flicker rate, I was figuring it was going to be some power lines or something, and whoever was filming was coming above the power lines, because when you're filming at nighttime, a lot of times you don't even realize it if there's power lines around. You're just setting your camera up in the lightning storm. You don't even know if it's pitch black out. You might not even know what you're aimed at a lot of times. This is very interesting, though. This is very interesting. Again, man, you got the wrong guy with me, because the guys that are interested in all this computer shit, this computer fuckery stuff, that's not, that's not my channel. That's not me. And then if you notice too, like, because all the regular effects are typical. They're all typical. The way the light's going out, the imagery's in there. I could pull the imagery out, but unfortunately, I can spot a fake when I see it, and this is not realistic. So this is not the real system. So I don't really have an answer for what these are, but they're definitely not wires or cables, because look where they come out. Look where they go to and everything. It's not, what do you think, there's some main telephone pole up there, and all these wires run all over the town from this area? No, it's fucking ridiculous. So whatever this stretching that's happening here and whatever, this is all new on me. Maybe it has something to do with the computer fuckery shit that's going on in this particular video. But yeah, this is shit because it does not actually show the lightning. What it's doing is showing the light when the supposed lightning is hitting. Now, if you want that, I mean, I got fucking good 100 videos of lightning like that. I'm looking for the lightning bolts, the lightning strikes with the lightning bolts. And that's what I'll go for. And you can get them offline, no problem. And a lot of people record the lightning and they don't even pay attention to it. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not really interested in West Coast and any of this stuff that you've got. You and Rick might want to work together, and you guys can work together and do some shit. But no, I'm not really interested. Let's see. Croco is the best chance, really. You're better off with Croco or Brian Austin Lambert or Jamie Lee from A Plain Truth. All those guys, they're into all this stuff where I'm not. That's why I try to call those guys out, you know. Um, so I went through this whole video, and you got a lot of spots like this where I'm able to see these what I thought were going to be some kind of wires or something strange going on. It's not in the guy's camera. I've already eliminated several other things, and because I'm seeing so much square pixel bullshit going on, then I just thought, oh, let me look, man. Look at all the fucking square pixels everywhere. That's not your typical lightning storm. I could tell you because I got fucking 100 of them on my channel. Getting the imagery out of the monitor and out of the square pixels, yes, but I know the difference in the imagery myself personally. That's what I was trying to get you guys. You see the square pixels, everybody? You see the square pixels everywhere? See how they're so squarish and it's in every frame? Our system's way better than that, man. Our system don't show that shit. As a matter of fact, that's the kind of square pixels I've been trying to get everybody to separate when they're looking at the true system and get away from being interested in this fake shit. You know what I mean? But everybody likes to be lied to. Everybody likes to be entertained. So yeah, throw that at those guys and see if they're interested. Because when you first came to me, West Coast, you were saying that you've seen this imagery all your life. I didn't know it was this imagery. I mean, I could turn on my television too and see the imagery. Whatever Fox News is playing, whatever's on the conspiracy sites, I see those images as well. I thought you were talking about the images that are in the clouds. The real true system was building for us. Those images I thought you were talking about. Yeah, because like even on this one here, that's the tornado one. Yeah. Yeah, because even on like this one here that you got. Oh, you already deleted it? The other one? Yeah, he did. He already deleted it. So the one that was just the one that you were doing to the clouds, he did a research rid of the clouds, it's gone. It's replaced by cool songs now. Is that what you did? Yeah, he just deleted it while I was making this video. Huh, that's funny. So the one of the blue sky day is now gone. Oh no, because these are these vids, that's right. These are playlists, that's right. So videos is the one we want. So videos, this one. Oh, so here he's got some steam he's got going too. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, this one's a bust for me. Is a blue sky day. No one's gonna get it. This one here, Canada, Philippines, islands, and all that stuff. Just point out before I break out of here is that this was a special trip that he took. That's why I didn't bust his balls about it. But I mean, those mountains, I can tell you already. See this mountain here? The mountain's about 25 miles away from where he's standing. See these mountains back here? It's about 27, 28 miles away or so from where he's standing. You want to go up to the mountains when you're getting the mountains, and then the clouds. That means that these clouds right here, they're not right above that mountain. Those are way back in the distance. So a lot of these clouds we're going for are even 30, 40 miles away. It's unnecessary when you're collecting EMNC from the clouds. Let me see if I can pause and get this all in one video because it looks like he just put up a new one. Hold on a minute. Yeah, he did. And this one is also very interesting. A very interesting pick of videos that you're doing, West Coast. A nighttime fire. Very interesting. Nighttime fire. Not a daytime fire with lights and shadows, but a nighttime fire. And it's sideways. And when whoever took the video, the batteries were dead. The imagery's in there. But see all the fuzz and everything? See the fuzz everywhere? Well, I don't know if you'll be able to make out. But if you go to this video, December 20th, 2019 is marked. This is supposed to be a fire. Now look at the imagery; it's very nice. It's very good and crisp and clear and everything. But again, nothing that anybody else. Listen, if people are not going to be able to see the lights and shadows creating the imagery and the smoke that's done during the day with the sun beating down on it, the sun being the light and the smoke offering the shadows, that the EMNC is building the imagery using these lights and shadows, then I can't see it happening at night, but maybe.